It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like a horse with blinkers.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap, but it's nice.
Muslims are doing their own things and colors are doing their own things. Xhosa are doing their own things and Somalians are doing their own things. I want to know why we still have this huge gap in our community, but we've been here for 13 years.
I am Aziza Galant. I'm a Muslim school educator in the Delft South area and I love teaching the Muslim school children.
Asim Khalan. I stay in 21 Anaboom and I'm very concerned about my street and my community at large.
I'm Tatongwacha. I live in Delft. I'm into poetry much, but I passed my matric class there, so I'm not doing anything for now.
I'm Nobisa Tritwa. I stay here in Delft, 103 Anaboom, and I'm a community activist doing a lot of community work.
My name is Akona Ndoloshe. I stay here in Anaboom Street. I'm a filmmaker.
My name is Hussein Muhammad Hassan. I'm a Somalian boy. I work at a shop. I stay in Delft South, 28 Anaboom.
I believe racism is still existing, and I think it will never end as long as we still driving it to that age, because in our streets, there's always swearing. You'll never find a colored person and class person being so close that they love each other. Not really intimate love, but that love, that unity, it never happens. And I don't know when or how is it that gonna start, because it also comes from our parents back then, so it's gonna be hard for us to change that.
As much as we have these different communities here in Delft, like Somali, Xhosa, Zulu, Muslim, Colored. It's rare that you can see dating across the line. You see, I don't see any dating across the line. They are, but they are few. You see, moms, if maybe you can discover that your child is dating a Xhosa guy, how would you feel?
Well, I will feel like any other person disappointed in my child, not because of the color, but because we are Muslims. I want my child to have a Muslim friend. Not when we don't interact like we're having friends. If you decide you want to have that one for your partner, then you will come speak to the parents and you get married immediately. That is a culture from 16 and upwards.
If your child comes to you and say, I like that one, then there and there you arrange for your marriage. What if your child will go against you?
If I see you with a cause, I will call her. This is not my religion. You're not even allowed to speak to any other friend as a boy, because she must speak to a Muslim girl and not a boy. That is not allowed in our religion. So she would know what to do. So I won't have a problem if she tells me, I want this, and I will say, no, you go out of my house, I don't want you anymore. Because she knows what we want from small. So we won't have a problem.
But why is it always about what you parents want? What about the girl? What about how she feels?
That is the father can speak now in our religion.
The girl can choose, for instance, the mother have said now, if the boy is Xhosa of any race, the thing is this, he will be Xhosa, but he will be a Muslim. It is to decide what the religion is he's following. Is he going to follow the religion of the forefathers, or is he going to follow the religion that is decreed by him, by God?
What really happens when a child decides to leave Muslim and go to Hinduism and stuff? What happens?
If that does happen, then she's no more Muslim, changing to other. Because why she got
Muslim, so that means she can date anyone.
If she wants to love like that,
she's cut off
that kind of she is cut off by family because
you just owning your own. If I marry him, I must at least adapt to some of his cultures.
Yes.
And if your child
marries
your boy or your girl marries me, then he or she will have to adapt to some of my and do some of my things with me.
Because I'll also do.
Why do I have to be the only one going all out doing those things? Why can't he also do some of my things with me.
If my daughter is this side,
don't allow and follow for the other religion, because our religion, if she Muslim lady, anyone such as an Osa or Kala, you can become a Muslim, you see. But you can marry, even if I talk about myself, I can marry Osa lady, but the way she is Muslim, if she Muslim, I can marry. But if she is not Muslim, I can't marry, because my religion don't allow me.
Some of the Somalians that I know, like I was staying in Kailicha, they are 4 girls. Why can you have a closer person as a girlfriend and not have him as a wife? Yes. Because some of you guys, some of you Somalians have got children with closer ladies. But why can't you take that lady and make her your wife, and accept his culture?
Because Somalian lady, they are not more here, you see. That is why they don't like for in different in the country. They don't like it for other people. Even Somalian lady, they can decide to marry Somali. They don't like for the other people. But except they can marry Muslim, anyone, even Qosa, if he's Qosa, she can marry.
So then why are you dating with them?
But why you date them? Why have children with them? What happens to your child now if you marry someone? Because I've got a child with you, and I'm not a Somali, and I am not prepared to change my culture for you. I want to stay like the way I am. Yeah. Why should I be a Somali in order for us to get married?
Because our religion don't allow that.
And then what will happen to the child? We've got a child. What about the child?
I don't have other reasons, sister.
You'll find that like here in Cape Town, those who get like good jobs are colored people, and those who get like bad jobs are black people. You see, like serious.
Not anymore.
No.
You know, okay.
It's still depending, and it's allowed. My experience is that a few months ago, I went looking for a job. So a friend of mine told me, okay, you go there. They're looking for people. I saw it in paper. So I went to that company with my CV, with my everything. When I got there, there were like 4 of us black ladies standing in the line, and the whole lot of them were colours. What happened is that there were colours in front of me standing, and there were colours also in the line. They took most of the colours, almost all the colours, and they didn't even take even one of us. There were 4 of us black ladies. They didn't even take one of us. And then when I asked the other coloured lady, what is happening here? He said, no, don't you know that they only take our people here?
Hello.
And I was like, what do you mean by our people? He said, no, ask coloured people.
Yeah.
They only take our people, so why did you even come here? And I was like, all right, fine. Then we left, all 4 of us, and said, oh, come ladies, let's go.
But a few places that I've been and see like a home office or social service there, you don't see anymore. Yeah, you don't see. You only see blacks by the home office, social service. You only see that kind of people. So.
It was what we project as parents into our children. Like she said the other time, it is what we put into our children. And that is, they learn from us. If we are parents setting a bad example, our children will learn from our lifestyle. If I live in an adulterous or fornication lifestyle, my child will think this is right. If I bring wine in my house, my child will think this is the life, and it is not supposed to be. That is not the life of a human being. In a way or in a style, they encourage these children with these things, because the mother, when she go to work, she says so much to the other one, when I don't leave his stuck money, then he's before tonight. He's mal. Because he will fight for me when I come home. And that's exactly what happened. We're making our children monsters and takeover and abusers in alcohol and drugs. Because we are afraid of them. Now this is the exchange. Once we don't have as parents discipline in the house, and we don't give command and orders in our house, this is a society or community that we will create.
Do you all agree that like policemen are not doing anything in our communities? Or the only thing they do, they are government gangsters?
We've tried going to the police, especially in this community. We've got so many policemen staying here in this community, and yet they're not doing anything. And my next door neighbor is selling drugs, and I'm a policeman, which is like totally bafok. What I think must happen. What I think must happen, I think that if we cannot not get drugs away from them.
Yes.
We must at least get them away from drugs.
Yes.
Because the drugs are there to stay.
Yes.
But well, now, I mean, they've got lives.
Yes.
So we must at least try to have those youth programs that we can take them away from their community.
Yeah.
Maybe build something, a youth center.
Yes.
If we can do that as a community, because the drugs are here to stay. We can't take the drugs away.
Yes.
But we can take them away from the drugs. We can at least try.
Yes.
But like they say, it's we're living in poverty in Delft area. Some other areas also. Another thing, if my mother don't leave me money for drugs, I'll steal the kettle or the iron and I'll go sell that to eat. Now they say they live in a life of poverty because if there's no food, at least there's drugs.
Hier by elke Somalian winkels, daar sal mense staan. Nie mense nie, die laities. Hulle wil die mense rob. En dit is verkeerd van dat die mense gekom in Suid-Afrika, hulle sien ander mense, hulle doen mos die dino kry, daar's hom iets veroorsaak.
You know what they actually do? I mean, police. What they do, they go to Somalian shops and ask my friend, can I have a drink or something? Yeah. And they want them for free because they are police, you know. They make Somalians to feel small, you know. That's what they do. They don't actually protect them, what I believe.
But they are not same all the police. It's some policemen only. But do you see that problem that you talk about now?
It's nice, what you're saying is not true.
I see that problem that you talk about.
All human beings, man.
Do you want to tell me that like there was a police guy who came to your shop and said like, give me a drink or give me a money, then I'm gonna solve your problem?
No, it is.
That's what they do.
It is good for you to pay that in that drink because you want to solve this problem because you give. If he asks for you.
No, it's not. You know that you can.
He's the only guy who can solve the problem
at that time.
But we forget, you know.
If you don't report them, okay, why can't a policeman come to my shop? Like I've got a shop. If I've got a problem, he won't ask me for money because he knows that I'm going to report him.
Listen, sister, if you report this thing, they can meet for you. We will come. They can't come that time. That is why you make quick.
So you have to keep the peace. But the peace you kept actually you're doing more harm.
No, this
you're creating more harm
because here in Delft, like these guys are getting robbed like every day. You see, it's their daily experience. You see, it's like they're breathing it. You see, they live it. You see, that's why like this guy like is saying like he's even like
safety,
paying at risk like
have to bribe for safety for him to be secure.
But if we were united here in Delft, you should have like known these things that you don't have to bribe a policeman. It's his job to protect you.
We are bringing the same problem from the past into the youth. And yet we know we have to teach the youth from grassroots level. Look here, all are equal. Our forefathers and all people that fight for South Africa to be one nation.
My dream is must make and unite and respect each other.
We should work genuinely with one another, invite one another over for a cup of tea and see Mr. Ngati next door, this one next door, because up to now we don't know who's our neighbors. I only know Peter there, Peter is Koza and Zulu, Magi, Scarlet, Hauser and this and that, but with a nice interaction, but a way forward for the community. May God protect us and may we have good character and morals. That will take you forth as a community.
I will say the same in the community, to stick together and stand together and be as a family and working under one banner.
Yeah, I would like to see a community with beautiful unity and peace working against the same thing. Thank you.
I think we've all got the same dream here, but we're forgetting one thing, safety. We need to be safe in our communities. Feel free to walk like 3 o'clock in the morning, not having to worry that that one is going to rob me. We need that. As much as we all need to love one another, care for one another, but we also need to feel safe.
Yeah, like my dream is to see my street, like the people of my street, to like doing things together.
You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger.